Hi, welcome to Your Health Matters. I'm Scott Kern. Have you ever come to the hospital trying to see a sick friend or a friend that just had a baby and did you forget to bring a gift? We have a great gift shop here in the hospital that has all sorts of variety of cards, gifts, both for new parents, sick friends, and anyone else in the community that you might want to buy something special for. We got a great show today. We have our gift shop managers, Judy and Mimi, here to tell us all about the gift shop and the programs and how it helps KRMC. So stick around, it'll be a great show. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Your Health Matters. I'm Scott Kern. Today my guests are Mimi and Judy. Thanks guys for being in here.
You're welcome.
So let's talk about the gift shop here. Tell me about the gift shop here at the hospital. Actually, no, before we start that, let's talk about you guys first. How long have you been volunteers here?
2008.
So you've been here, what's it, 2008? 7 years?
Mm-hmm. And I started in 2009.
Okay, so you've been here a little bit less time. Mm-hmm. Did you guys both come with the intention of working in the gift shop, or did that just kind of great power has been bestowed on you?
That was an opportunity that was available to me, and that was really where I wanted to work when I came to the hospital. So
you figured, why not?
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. So let's talk about what you did before your time as volunteers. What did you guys do? You said you worked for the county in a previous conversation.
Years ago I worked for the county, and I retired from DES from the state.
Okay.
And then moved back. Couldn't stand the valley anymore. Moved back.
Oh, lived in Phoenix for a while, and that was that.
Had to get out.
What about you,
Yeah.
Judy?
I worked at Mojave Community College for 17 years
Oh, okay.
before I retired. And then after that, then I didn't do anything for a couple of years and decided that I wanted to come and volunteer at the hospital.
So this is actually a great opportunity to talk about the volunteer program at the hospital also. So how long did you stay retired before you guys decided you needed to become volunteers, or you wanted to become volunteers?
Mine was about a month.
About a month?
Yeah. I
makes
just knew if I stayed home I'd go crazy.
That
so I
makes
needed to get
sense.
out.
Yeah, mine was a couple of years.
A couple of years. So that's kind of a variety of time spaces.
Absolutely.
So if you wanted to get involved with volunteering, what's the process with that here at the hospital?
We have applications actually in the gift shop, and you fill out the application, you put down where you think you might be interested, because there's a variety of sites available in the hospital. And then they bring you in for an interview, and you sit down and they see what's the best fit.
So it's actually like getting a real job.
Oh, it's very
Yes.
similar to getting, you go through that same process.
Oh, that's what we have.
Background check.
That's very cool. That's very cool. You can work at a variety of different departments here in the hospital also. So.
I work at the info desk plus the gift shop.
So you stay a busy lady. You work. So you volunteer multiple days to keep yourself busy and out of the house.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
do you make your husband go out and do something else to?
Well, I'm all by myself, so
Oh,
I just
okay.
have to entertain myself.
Okay, so that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Along with her dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I understand that. I understand that. So you guys run the gift shop.
Right.
And the gift shop here at the hospital has been, it's been a staple for years. You know, my grandma was a volunteer for the hospital for 30 years. And
Yeah.
whenever I'd come into town from college, I'd always have to stop at the gift shop to see her, because I know she spent every Tuesday morning working in the gift shop. So, you know, for me, it's like it's been a second home of sorts. Tell me about it. What do you guys offer that most other stores don't offer here in town?
we try really hard to do two things. One is to provide you with gifts that you can't find anywhere else, that definitely aren't on the other side of Stockton Hill, for sure. And also to keep the price reasonable. And also the fact that we're a 501c3, so we don't have to charge sales tax.
Oh, really?
So what we have are very unique, but also very reasonable gifts.
So it's an affordable gift, tax-free essentially, because
Right.
the volunteer program here at the hospital is its own nonprofit corporation.
Right.
Right, and the monies that we make in the gift shop are used for buying equipment for the hospital.
Oh, okay.
The hospital staff are asked to put in a request for equipment. And just for example, last year we had over $34,000 in equipment that we paid for. So that's another way. And then the other thing is that we like to get in used books because the used books help pay for our scholarships for anybody who would like to apply. And those scholarships can be applied for the fall semester by April the 1st and for the spring semester by September the 1st. And those are also available in the gift shop.
So when you talk about scholarships, you talk about education scholarships for kids going to MCC, or is it any school?
Any school. Any school, and they have to have maintained at least a 3.0 grade point average.
Okay, so they have a 3.0 average. Is there any kind of course of study they have to pursue, or
Not
is it just
necessarily, but we would prefer that they're going into the medical field of some sort.
Well, that makes sense. So that's cool. So you guys give back to the community as well as help the community out,
Yes.
which is kind of
Yes.
a neat little program to have.
Yeah, we did last for the spring semester, we did 14 scholarships
Oh, wow.
at $400 apiece.
That's not bad. That'll help pay for books.
Yeah.
That goes really
Yes.
far.
Yes.
That doesn't go too far in the college world, but if you can pay for books, man,
Yes.
that helps out a
Exactly.
whole lot. So what got you interested in helping in the gift shop? I mean, what was it, just there's the opening and you figured, yeah, you know what, I'd like to give that a try, or have you always had like a kind of like a love for retail?
Oh, my very first job was in an old Ben Franklin in high school, and it was so much fun. And I think I was just looking for something that would be fun and that I'd get a lot of interaction with people.
I don't want to sound rude, but what's a Ben
Franklin?
Franklin? Remember, I was born at the time of Kmart and,
Do you
everything
remember
else. So.
dime stores at all as a kid?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
Woolworths?
They were, yeah, Woolworths?
I vaguely remember Woolworths,
Okay.
yes.
It was a little store like that, a little variety store, a little cheap variety store,
Okay.
lots of toys and things like that.
No, that's cool. So you got
Yeah.
your start there in high school.
Uh-huh. And it was just fun, and I was looking for something fun.
Oh. Well, you guys do quite the job of ordering the most unique gifts in town,
Thank
too, especially the holiday season. You guys go to trade shows to find your
Yes.
stuff, or do you go through catalogs? What's the process
Well-
of deciding what you put in the store?
Kind of both
Good
things.
combination.
We go to a trade show in Las Vegas in January
To buy for
to
Christmas.
buy for Christmas.
The following year.
Yeah.
So you buy in
The same-
January.
for
Is that the
Christmas.
ultimate thrift shopping, or is that just the
Yeah.
way it's done in the retail world?
Well, we found out, the clerk started managing the shop 3 years ago. And so the first year we went to the gift show in late summer, thinking we'd get items for Christmas, only to find out in the fall when they shipped that we were late ordering, and so we didn't get a whole bunch of it. So we learned that the early bird gets the worm, so we order in January for Christmas.
So you can almost make an argument that you guys are the trendsetters here in town for getting what's cool for the holiday season for the next year, because you're
Yes.
buying it,
Yes.
Way ahead.
or you're buying all the stuff on clearance in the previous year and just one step behind. But we're going to go with the first idea.
Okay, yeah, that works.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I mean, so I know there's been some other stores in town that have similar items to you guys, and they've been forced to go out of business. I shouldn't say forced, but they're no longer in business here in town. So
Right.
a lot of people need to know that you guys sell the greeting cards. You guys sell the little unique gift ideas for birthdays
Little
and anniversaries.
knick-knack things
Knick-knack
and things
absolutely.
like that, yeah.
You know,
We have some beautiful cards. We have 3 different lines of cards. And we also have, what we get the most compliments on is our jewelry.
really.
We have 2 main lines that we carry, and then we add to those from assorted other companies. But when we first started, we had no idea how much jewelry would go through that shop. It's just amazing. We get compliments all the time.
Really? So you guys have, now what kind of jewelry is it? Now, again, I'm a guy, so you have to kind of
Okay.
break it down nice and easy for me.
Okay, how would you describe it? One is a company called Annalise out of California, and it's diamond-looking jewelry, but not. Okay, if that makes any sense. And the other one is a company out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, started as a cottage industry on a lady's dining room table.
Oh.
And all handmade with lots of beads, jewels.
So it's fun-
all
it's
very
fun
unique.
jewelry.
Oh yeah, and very different, very, very different. You never see 2 pieces alike.
Oh, that's cool. So you guys also have kind of a niche market on unique jewelry here in town.
Yes, but we can't take credit for it. We have one of our clerks who is a pro at jewelry, so we'd love to take credit for that jewelry, but it's another lady that does an awesome job.
Oh man, yeah, I know. I can speak from personal experience. My mom spends quite a bit of her time at the hospital here, going to the gift shop instead of going to other stores for gifts for friends, and then what she likes to put in her house here in town. There's a lot of neat things there, and I mean, I'm really impressed with the variety of things you guys are able to find. It's, when friends have babies, at my age, it's happening all the time. You have to go out there and see them and ooh and ah over the kid, but you have to bring a stuffed animal, and you guys have a great selection of stuffed
Yes.
animals. You guys have all the cards, the balloons, and that's hard to find here in town. It's nice to be almost one-stop shopping. And then from an employee perspective, it's nice to come down and get candy.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You guys have a great candy selection too.
Thank you.
That's her
Thank
department.
you. That's my department.
You do very well with your candy selection.
Thank you.
The more banana Tootsie Pops you get, the better off.
Oh, okay.
My girlfriend happens to love those, so I have to clean you out every time I see them. No, you guys do a great job with it, and I think it's important that the people know what you guys can offer and what we have here in the hospital that they can take advantage of. And then in a lot of cases, we're more than just medical services.
Sure.
And especially with you guys. I mean, can you guys do special ordering or?
Yes, and we have a lot of orders that come in by phone. You know, family from back east will call and say, Mom's upstairs, can you get her a teddy bear and some flowers and a balloon? And we take the order over the phone, and the volunteers out of the front desk run it to the room and deliver it to her. So, yeah, we can customize anything we've got in the shop, basically.
But I think what he was asking is, do we do special orders? Like if somebody came in and asked for something specific.
Yeah, if you're looking for something specific, is that doable or is that?
We try if we can, but yeah, we can't promise.
Not
it's
quite within your scope at this
Well,
point?
because we have to order in some kind of volume too.
That's true too.
So that creates a problem.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that we have too is our fresh flowers. And those that come from Mandarin Orchid House. And so we always have fresh flowers in there for sale too. So.
And again, we try to keep the prices down. We aim at about $20. That's
For the flowers?
For anything.
Anything.
That's kind of what we try to aim for in the shop. Once in a while, you'll see something more expensive, but that's kind of our rule of thumb.
That's not a bad price at all. That's everything stays affordable, and the money you make here, any of the profits go toward reinvestment in the hospital
Absolutely.
and education for our kids and scholarship programs. And
Absolutely.
that's a neat deal to
So
kind
your
of have.
purchase is doing some good.
So that's why you want to buy it at our gift shop. It's because
Absolutely.
you're reinvesting in your community at that point.
And that's why we've tried a little theme of shop us first. You know, stop by there first before you go elsewhere.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So let's talk about the scholarship program you guys mentioned earlier. Get a little more involved with that. So you offer the scholarship to kids. They have to be a local student going to college. Could it be like a trade school, any kind of
Yes.
secondary school?
Yes.
And what's the application process? Is it just a regular application?
Just a regular application. They fill that out and bring us also a copy of their transcript. And the senior high school students can apply also for those scholarships. And so they would just bring us their high school transcript for the first time. And then each time, they can apply every semester.
Okay.
So, and get a scholarship each semester if they meet the requirements, which again are 3.0 grade point average. And we'd like to try to see that they're going into something in the medical field.
Okay. I've got a few more questions to ask. I actually got a lot more questions to ask, but we have to cut to a commercial break. So we'll be right back with Judy, Mimi, and talking about our gift shop and our volunteer program here on Your Health Matters. You guys are a 501c3, so you don't have to charge tax.
Right.
And all the money that's made in the gift shop goes back to the community. Hi, welcome back to Your Health Matters. I'm Scott Kern. Today our guests are Judy Thiel and Mimi Hurtado of the CareMC Gift Shop. I did say your name right this time, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. So we've been talking about all the different items your gift shop features here at King Mary Regional Medical Center, and it's a very nice complement to everything the hospital offers. But I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about your customers. What kind of customers do you see? Are they the casual customers, someone that wants to go shopping and they want to stop in and see what you have? Are they just running by to get a gift card or a teddy bear and then run upstairs? I mean, what's your clientele base like?
Kind of all of the above. We have a huge variety of customers, kind of like we have a huge variety of items in the shop. One of the customers that I get excited about are just the folks who come in from the community to shop and see what we have first before they go elsewhere to see what's available. And so what we started doing quite a while back, I don't even remember how long it's been, we offer a first weekend sale, which is the first full Friday, Saturday, Sunday of each month. Everything in the shop except candy and flowers and balloons is 20% off. That's a substantial savings for people.
So the first weekend of the month,
First
so
weekend.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can get anything in the gift shop, 20% off with the exception of candy, flowers, and balloons.
Right.
And it's also you're also a 501c3, so you're tax free.
Exactly.
So you're saving quite a bit of money by shopping at the gift shop.
And we end up with a lot of people that start in August and September and start picking up those unique gifts, thinking Christmas, by doing the first weekend sales. That once they know that we have return customers that do that every month.
Absolutely, that's fantastic. So you guys are doing all the ordering. You guys are deciding what's right and what goes in the gift shop. Now, do you both have to agree on it, or how, does someone order?
I think we have similar likes, so it's not very difficult. Once in a while, there might be something that I don't think we should have in the shop, and Mimi's the same way. If I say, well, gee, this would be nice, and she'll say, well, no, I don't think it'll sell. You know,
So has there ever been a case like that where you've just gone ahead and ordered something to prove the other one wrong, or?
Sure.
Sure.
We have some little plates in there right now that I saw on vacation in Oregon. And I bought one and brought it home, and I thought that'd be really cool to have in the shop, and then one of our sales reps had them. And I said, oh, let's order those. And she goes, why? I don't think people will want them. I said, well, I bought one, so let's try it. And I think we're on our 4th order now. They're really popular. And they're just a little dish. So it you know, and the one thing we learned early on is you can't rely on what you personally like. You know, everyone has different tastes,
Yeah,
and so
it's
you
weird.
have to go past that.
We have that same problem in our house because it's, we like it. Why wouldn't you like it? And,
Exactly.
we go to friends' houses. They do the same thing in similar stores. There's probably a pretty big question we've forgotten to ask you guys right now, and that's, what are your hours?
Oh, that's a good
we're
question.
open from Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and or 8 o'clock to 5:30, not 8 to 5:30. We are open right now Saturday and Sunday from noon to 4, but we're going to try and open up again in the mornings eventually once we get some more volunteers in the gift shop.
That's a great opportunity once you get more volunteers. So the volunteer program here at the hospital is always looking for volunteers, correct?
Absolutely. And we have 17 clerks right now that work a variety of different shifts. What we would love to have in our perfect world would be have that gift shop open as long as visiting hours.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That would be wonderful, but that means that we need the manpower to do it.
And I know that the volunteer program has well over 300 volunteers, and you guys work all through a variety of different departments. And I know you said you work the front desk on top of working the gift shop. Do you do any other areas, or just the?
No, just the gift shop.
But she's also the president of the volunteer.
So you're busy anyway. So
yes.
you've got to round up 300 heads. I understand that all too well. So bless you for that. By the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Which we are always looking for volunteers. As the hospital is expanding and growing and changing, there's just such a variety of opportunities.
Absolutely.
And needs.
Absolutely.
That volunteers, and it's such a good feeling. It feels so good to give back.
Yeah, you guys are really great about that too. It's nice to see the volunteers come through. I can always tell what time of the year it is because we have some that volunteer strictly in the fall and the winter because they're snowbirds and they like to go back east when everything melts. And that's how I can tell my seasons when I have a special event going on and when certain volunteers are back. I know it's time to time to start getting ready for football and the holidays.
Exactly.
And that's the other thing. We do help you out with events, or if we're part of the event. We always have our volunteers come in and help with the health fair and
very
that
true.
kind of thing. So.
Blood pressure checks.
You guys do great jobs at our health fairs here at the hospital. You guys have been very instrumental in helping us with gift baskets for our Mardi Gras and golf tournaments in the past. And, the foundation is very thankful for you guys because without your help and extra hands, there's a lot of things we couldn't do.
Well, and Mimi just mentioned blood pressure. We have a lady that comes in, Sandy Lyons, that does blood pressures every Thursday. And in the lobby of the hospital.
And she could take anybody's blood pressure for
anybody's.
that. So if you're driving on Stockton Hill Road and you're stuck in the traffic, because that happens a lot, if you want to whip in and get your blood pressure checked on Thursday, Sandy can take care of you.
And she gives you a little receipt to show what it was.
And the best part about that is she's right across from the gift shop, so you can stop in and do some shopping if there's a line, or even afterwards. So if your blood pressure's great that day, you've earned yourself a little treat, go get something nice from the gift shop.
True. True.
So do you guys do seasonal shopping, like seasonal items too, more than just Christmas? Do you have Halloween?
When we started 3 years ago, we were kind of gung-ho on all the different holidays, and we found out that there's not a huge market for them, like Easter and Halloween. We buy a small amount, very little Thanksgiving. We'll have a little bit of graduation. We'll have some graduation items, but not a large amount. Again, because we're a small shop.
Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Mother's Day, Father's Day, of
Those are
course,
big
are big
ones.
days.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. We kind of aim at just having a good variety of all-around gifts year-round that you could give for anything.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
philosophy to have. So so I can just recap for this right now, just for our viewers and myself, so I can pound it in my head. If I hear it enough times, I'll remember this
Okay.
too. You guys are a 501c3,
Yes,
so you don't have to charge tax.
right.
Right.
You try not to have any items over $20 in the gift shop,
That's the goal.
and all the money that's made in the gift shop goes
Benefits
back
the
to the
hospital.
community. It benefits the hospital, it
The
benefits
hospital
students.
and the students.
So you guys, you said you go and you buy new equipment for the hospital as they need it, so let's talk about that for a second.
They have to request it.
Okay, so it's
And-
an
and-
application process.
Right, right. And that's done also in September. They have to have that request put in by September the 1st. And usually our volunteer manager, Leanna Asplin, is the one that sends out the information to the hospital departments to let them know it's time if they want to apply for this equipment, now's the time to do it.
Well, it's fantastic.
You know, for items that maybe weren't budgeted or they all of a sudden have a specific need.
Something
you know,
broke, it's not in the
whatever.
budget to fix.
Exactly, yeah.
And then it's up to the executive committee of the auxiliary that we go through and review all those requests, and we make a decision on who should get the equipment.
Wow. So that's a really nice thing to have here at the hospital. So if, we'll say if my department, just for example, forgets to budget something, which is not entirely out of the question, we do forget things from time to time. That's what happens. We can put the application process in, and if you guys think it's a
Absolutely.
valuable item to that department, you'll help this hospital acquire it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So when you're shopping in the gift shop, you're actually
helping- you're helping everybody.
helping maintain the hospital.
You're helping maintain the hospital. You're helping send kids to school. There's no reason not to shop at the gift shop.
At least first.
At
Give us
least
a chance
give
first.
you a chance first.
Right.
Give you a chance first. And I'm also very happy that you finally have Hershey's Kisses in there. That's
Yeah, that's the important one.
that's the important one. I know that was a struggle between you two, and I'm glad someone went on vacation.
That was one of them I won.
That is glad. I'm glad you went on vacation, Judy. So
Yeah,
you know,
I guess.
you let Mimi take the bull by the horns on that one.
My
Yeah.
problem with that wasn't the fact of getting the Hershey's Kisses, it was where do we put them?
Well, people will buy them off the rack. Don't worry about where you're going to put them. They're not going to last
But
long.
I didn't have a rack to put them on, I had to make room for them.
But I made sure we got new racks.
Oh, see, that's why you guys are a good team.
Yeah.
She gets the plates and the Hershey's Kisses. So have you
Yeah.
ever been able to go out?
Yeah, what have you got to?
Have you ever, like, snuck something past Mimi?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh.
We'll have to think about
So,
that.
so what you're
That doesn't
saying
make
is
me
you
sound very
have to
nice.
watch Mimi when you're on vacation because you don't know
That's
what
right.
she might come back
Or
to
I
next.
need to be careful when I go next time.
Yeah.
I
True.
could come back. We could have all kinds of stories.
That's true. Well, ladies, you guys have a great program there, and I am thankful you guys are there running the gift shop, and you're always welcome on our show.
Thank you. It's
am.
truly a labor of love.
Yeah.
And I did
Yes.
forget to mention, we have 17, or I don't know if I mentioned it.
You
we
did. You have 17 clerks.
Very neat ladies. And they all take a real active part in the gift shop. Most
Mm-hmm.
of them have a department. So it's not just that they're a clerk.
So they're hands-on. They have a say in what happens with different different
Right.
sections of the gift shop as far as.
One lady does jewelry, another does the men's section, another one does balloons, another one does the drug section. So,
Okay. Wow.
yeah.
Wow, there's just a lot of different moving pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't realize in a gift shop, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a gift shop, but when you break it down,
Right.
there's a lot of different sections in there. And you actually have a guys section too, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
You can see.
And we've been expanding that. That's been one of the projects
Yeah.
we've worked on this year. We've got a much better guys section.
Yeah, and you guys are getting better at that stuff too, because I always check out what you have for the Cardinals and Suns and Diamondbacks and whatever I need to add to my collection.
Okay.
I shop you guys first for that stuff.
Do you? Good.
Yeah.
See, you've learned.
You see, I have learned. It's only taken me 6 years of you guys pounding it in my head that's where I go. We're getting close to the end of the show, so let's just talk about your time. You said that you guys are open from 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday,
Correct.
and
Yes.
12 to 4
4
Saturdays
on
and
weekends.
Sundays.
And
if-
then we will be open 9 to 4. We're just waiting for some renovations to be completed, and then
Yeah.
we'll go back to those hours.
Okay, so you guys will go back to the 9 to 4 on the weekends after renovations are complete, because you guys will be neighbors with our Starbucks
Yes.
here at the hospital, so they can actually come by, get a coffee, and then go shopping, or vice versa.
And come in and buy one of our. We have some beautiful
Beautiful
box
mugs.
latte mugs.
Beautiful mugs.
See, for
Do
their
you guys
coffee.
have a phone number they can call just to see if there's?
Sure.
What is that?
Regular hospital number, 757-2101, and we're extension 1259.
Okay, so it's 757-2101 and extension 1259?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. Ladies, thank you for being on here today.
You're
It's been a
very
great show.
welcome.
We'll see you next time on Your Health Matters.